Okay, here we're going to talk about inductive reasoning. And remember, inductive reasoning is using conjecture, an educated guess, to come up with what comes next in a pattern, or based off of maybe some preconceived knowledge. Right, so first off, here we have a pattern. We need to figure out the next few terms in this pattern. So we have 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, blank, blank, blank. Well, to go from 1 to 1, I added nothing. To go from 1 to 2, let's see, I maybe added 1. 2 to 3, I added 1. 3 to 5, I added 2. So the adding 1 thing doesn't really work. Let's see, what else could work? What about 1 plus 1? That's 2. Oh, hey, that's the next one. Right? 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. There we go. Right? 3 plus 5 is 8. And then add the previous two together. 5 plus 8 is 13. And 8 plus 13 is 21. So there we came up with the pattern for that when we add the previous two together. What about this one? This pattern, if I were to fill in the next line there. Looks like it starts with 1 dot, and then it grows both vertically and horizontally and up and to the right. Here it goes up by 1 or 2 now. And so it looks like we're adding 1 dot each time. So if I start with my original and then go back to what I had in the last one, okay, then all the other ones, they just add 1 either to the right or above. So I'm going to add 1 above and 1 to the right. Okay, that's that pattern. This one is more not pattern, but just kind of using previous knowledge. This is the product of any two negative numbers is what? Well, let's try a couple. How about negative 5 times negative 1? It's going to be 5. Negative 10 times negative 20. It's going to be positive 200. Okay, let's just do one more. Negative 1 times itself. Negative 1 is a positive 1. So we're getting both evens, odds, prime numbers, all sorts of things. But if every one of these is positive, right, their answers are all positive. So we can decide that when we multiply any two negative numbers together, our answer is going to be positive. Right? And then this last one says the sum of any 3 consecutive numbers is, we're not sure. So consecutive, that just means like in a row. So like 9, we're adding some. 9 plus 10 plus 11, well, that's 30. Let's make it nice and simple here. 1 plus 2 plus 3, well, that's 6. Negative 1 plus 0 plus positive 1, those are in a row, right? So that gets me back to 0. So let's see, and it looks like they're not all positive. This one's a non-negative number. We could probably get a negative 2. Let's see, negative 3 plus negative 2 plus negative 1. That would give us negative 6. Okay, so it doesn't have to be positive or negative like this last one was. But let's see, what I am seeing though is these are all multiples of 3, right? 30 can be divided by 3 evenly, 6 can be divided by 3, 0 can be divided by 3. And when we divide by 3, we get 10 on this one, 2 here, 0 here, negative 2 there, which all come up in the 3 consecutive numbers that we started with. So it looks like it's always the middle one too. So we could say it's the middle number times 3, or 3 times the middle number or integer, whatever. I'll say number. 3 times the middle number would be how I could answer that question.